Regional Educational Director, the Hafu Minister, and the Tiffin North Educational Director, Mr. Mensah, explained that the district is pleased to report that there are no candidates who are pregnant or any nursing mothers.
Vigilators no be no editing common. All my assess absentee enim nwachi ona kaneno na ebedu sabre say ya troso say ne bi no afafuru mi ade no ane so binim na se made so enim which is say kasachire ene ade a ye de ama mofra no omoti a omode aye adwuma
afie we yakoye anim pa ebi say wo ba sentence wo sa no mampo otwam obia ti dem abambofo nso eye adwuma vigilators eye adwuma supervisors eye adwuma fane sadia na me fa sa akwanya isu na mada police commander wo esutifi north as a papa
omoma omanimre se omo free ha no kofia omonna omonyere omo nakakra kai so de be 6-7 years aku school na nakakra kai ukun ho na de pass ya na parents so omo hwese nkora ba omo behwese omo revise omo.
The government has, through the Ghana Education Trust Fund, awarded new scholarships of 4,279 students schooling in the various universities and colleges here in Ghana. Well, the awardees cut across the respective programs of undergraduate and postgraduate studies. This year's figure represents an increase of 63% of successful applicants compared with the 2,704 recipients for the year 2022. The breakdown of the awardees according to the type of degrees and programs are a total of 2,951 are pursuing diploma programs and degree, whereas 1,321 beneficiaries are reading masters and PhD programs in the private and public universities here in Ghana. And in politics, the opposition National Democratic Congress is demanding that Dr. Ernest Addison, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, along with his deputy, steps down from their positions. Well, they have issued a warning that unless these officials resign within the next 21 days, the NDC will lead a demonstration to the Bank of Ghana's premises to forcefully remove them. Speaking on Tuesday, August 8, 2023, as part of the NDC's Moment of Truth series at Forcing, the minority leader accused Dr. Addison of mismanaging the Bank of Ghana, which ultimately led to the need for an IMF bailout.
It news and cannot remain at the helm of affairs of the bank without being held accountable. Those who have led this reckless and criminal conduct unleash economic hardship and financial distress on the suffering people of Ghana must be held accountable on this particular action. In fact, impunity of the highest order can no longer be tolerated by the suffering masses of Ghanaians. We must not allow this dangerous precedent to be set for future leaders. In this regard, we in the NDC call for the resignation, immediate resignation of the governor of the central bank and his deputies within 21 days from today. We are resolved to embark on popular action to occupy the central bank and drive out the team of inept, callous, and criminally minded mismanagers of our finances to save the Bank of Ghana. What we will do is that the march will ensure accountability. Colleagues, the march to ensure accountability will begin in 21 days if the governor of the Bank of Ghana does not do the needful and pack bag and baggages out of that sacred institution that he has unfortunately mismanaged. Dr. Ernest Addison and his deputies must go. There has to be an end to this impunity now. fellow countrymen and women, let us arise and save the Bank of Ghana. This is the only bank we have that belongs to us directly. The central bank has a big role to play. We cannot allow the Bank of Ghana to be managed and be drawn to this level. We call on all of you that if the governor fails to act by resigning, you join us to march to occupy the Bank of Ghana in 21 days' time, to force him out and to force his deputies out, because we cannot allow this to continue. Arise for Ghana.
Kwame Govins Agboza has accused the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ernest Addison, of misusing over $250 million, an equivalent of 2.8 billion Ghana cedi, to build a new central bank headquarters. The Adeklu MP claims that this new building is near the Ridge Hospital in Accra. The revelation comes across at a time when managers of the bank have been heavily criticized for its losses totaling of about 60 billion Ghana cedis.
Level of crisis, self-inflicted. We'll be building a $250 million new headquarters. In fact, those of you who know Ridge Hospital, when President Mahama had the opportunity to lead this country, he built Ridge Hospital that you and I can use today. Right opposite of that hospital on the right-hand side is Bank of Ghana new headquarters. As if something is wrong with the old headquarters. You are broke. You have actually collapsed the economy. The next thing you do is to award a $250 million project. And guess what? That project is one of the fastest going projects in this country. Not hospital projects, not education projects, not road project. The fastest going project in this country is the construction of Bank of Ghana. So how can you tell us that the country is broke when the headquarters of Bank of Ghana is going on at a speed of light? It means that this is deliberate. What will we do after the 21 days? They shouldn't try us. We have options, like we always say. Our options are in our head. They should not try, because we are capable of deploying options that will get him out of office by force if he refuses to go within the 21 days. And we are telling him he should not dare us, because we have the capability of driving him out of the office with your support. Thank you very much.
From that story, the Sanitation Minister Cecilia Abnadapa has been in the news after reports of an alleged robbery by two of her house helps. So far, 7 accused persons are standing trials. The lawyer for the main suspect in the Cecilia Abnadapa theft case says his client has not stolen any money. Meanwhile, 2 lactating mothers granted 1 million Ghana cedi bail by the courts with 3 sureties.
Has been explaining what happened in court.
So their pleas have not been taken, and prosecution opposed the bail application, given the reason that they have not finished with their investigation and they are still ongoing, carrying on investigations. So in respect, however, the court granted A2 and A5 because they are lactating mothers. The court admitted them to bail to the sum of 1 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties to be justified, and the court further ordered that we filed a formal application for bail to be moved on the 22nd. I'm representing A5, A6 and A7.
Youths. And some youths in the Bimbilla, located in the Nanumba North municipality in the northern region, stormed the premises of the Bimbilla Hospital on Saturday morning, demanding the removal of the medical superintendent. The youth accused the superintendent of maladministration and negligence, particularly regarding the prolonged water crisis plaguing the hospital. For the past 6 months, the Bimbilla Hospital has been grappling with a critical water shortage, severely impacting healthcare delivery in the area.
Appeal to them to remain calm, because currently we are in a meeting with the Municipal Director of Health Services, the medical chief, the matron, and all the assemblymen in town, and some interest groups trying to see how we can resolve this issue. And in this process, when the demonstrators came around and to present a petition. So I want to urge them to remain calm. After the end of the day, we would come out with a solution to the problem. But in their petition, they are demanding the immediate removal of the medical shoe and the accountants and whatever. Some people have mentioned, and they have given reasons why they think that they are not helping the municipality. But yesterday, myself, the Member of Parliament, and the Regional Director of Health Services, I had a discussion, and a request was made, or the MP said the hospital should make a request to him so that he could pay part of the water bill so that water can be restored.
Now let's on business-related stories where the Bank of Ghana has stated that it is working to recover about 60 billion Ghana cedi loss it incurred in 2022 as a result of the domestic debt exchange program. According to the head of Financial Stability Services, Dr. Joseph France, the central bank has a track record of maintaining and ensuring financial prudence, hence the recent loss cannot be used as measure to question the sanity and the credibility of the bank.
This is a one-off thing. If you look at it, it's not something that is recurring. It's because of the difficulty that we have, and that is basically that. I don't think that this is something that will affect the credibility of the central bank.
Communications Manager of the National Petroleum Authority, Mohammed Abdul Kudos, has provided clarification regarding the requirement for individuals and households to participate in the cylinder recirculation model program, which is set to be rolled out in September this year. Well, contrary to previous misconceptions, he emphasized that the Ghana card is not the sole national identification card needed for the re-registration.
Cylinders have been an investment by a bottling plant. We need to know at every point in time who has it. So it's a simple registration process. You go to an exchange point, you identify yourself, they take your details, and you must have a valid, when you go to a bank to cash a check, you present a Ghana card. If you go to an exchange point, you present a Ghana card. The Ghana card has all your details, has your location, where you live, and all of that on it. So that we can have, or the exchange point can have data, and there can be traceability in case the cylinder goes and for 1 year, it doesn't come back. So that is for the registration. Well, apart from Ghana card, if there's another form of identification that gives the exchange point operator comfort. And you know, the exchange points we have are not going to be too different from what we currently have. What will be different is that they are not going to fill the cylinder on site. The cylinders will be delivered from a bottling plant. That is the only thing that is going to change. So usually you will notice that exchange points have a relationship with the community.
Now let's do some international news where Niger closed its airspace due to the threat of intervention as the junta defied a deadline from the West African bloc ECOWAS to reinstate democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum or face possible military action. ECOWAS issued its ultimatum a week ago, demanding the generals relinquish power by midnight Sunday.